You see the lights, the cheering fans. You see the rings, the multi-million-dollar contracts. A 22-year-old kid signs a paper. He becomes a millionaire instantly. His family is set for life, right? A famous report found something hard to believe. 78% of players are broke or stressed. 2 years after they stop. Think about that. Not 20 years. 2. They earn more in one season than most of us see in a lifetime. And then it's gone. All of it. How? How do you lose $50 million or $100 million? We hear the same stories. They bought too many cars. They bought a mansion that was too big. But that's not the real story. It's the symptom. The real story is about trust, bad advice, and a broken system. Today, we're not just looking at what they buy. We're answering the real mystery. Why do they lose it all? This isn't a new problem. This pattern is old. It just used to happen slower. Let's go back, way back. Think about one of the most famous athletes, Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. He was the heavyweight champion for 12 years. He was a hero, and he was rich. He earned over $70 million in today's money. But Joe Louis had a problem. He was generous. He gave away huge amounts of money. He paid for things for his family, his friends, his army buddies. He also trusted the wrong people with his taxes. When he retired, the IRS said he owed $1 million. With interest, that number ballooned. Joe Louis spent the rest of his life in debt. He was hounded by the IRS for decades. He ended up working as a greeter at a casino in Las Vegas. He shook hands. He smiled for pictures. One of the greatest fighters in history, welcoming people to slots. He died with almost nothing. His funeral was paid for by an old boxing rival. Joe Louis' story is a warning. It shows the 3 silent killers of athlete wealth: sudden income, a circle of dependence, and a complicated, unforgiving system. For modern athletes, this cycle is on steroids. The money is bigger, careers shorter, and advisors more dangerous. The real story starts long before the first check. It's draft day. This player grew up with nothing. He shared a room with his brothers. His mom worked 2 jobs. He focused on one thing: football. Then the phone rings. Welcome to the team. He's 21 years old. He is suddenly worth $30 million. We call this sudden wealth syndrome. It's a real psychological term. It's not just getting rich. It's getting so rich, so fast, that your brain can't keep up. It's like financial whiplash. It causes anxiety, it causes paranoia, and it causes terrible decisions. This kid has never had a bank account with more than a few $100s. He has no idea how to manage $30, but everyone around him suddenly does. This leads to the first major drain on his money. It's not a car, it's not a house, it's people. The moment that contract is signed, a clock starts ticking. The player doesn't know it yet. He is immediately hit with 3 taxes. These aren't official taxes, but they drain his account just as fast. First, there's the family tax. This player is now the new head of the family. He's the savior. His mom gets a new house. His grandma's medical bills get paid. His uncle needs to start a new business. How can he say no? These are the people who raised him. Look at NBA star Antoine Walker. He earned $108 million in his career. A staggering amount of money. He went bankrupt. One of the biggest reasons? He supported over 70 people. 70. Family, friends, friends of friends. Second, there's the entourage tax. These are the friends from back home. They were with him before he was famous, so he trusts them. He wants to bring them along for the ride. So his best friend becomes his manager. His other buddy becomes his assistant. They all get a salary. They all get a car. They live in his mansion. This entourage can cost $100,000 a month. It's a constant slow bleed. These friends don't know how to manage a business. They can't read a contract. They just spend his money. This leads to the third most deadly tax, the advisor tax. This is the one that destroys empires. The player knows he needs help, but who does he trust? A stranger in a suit or his uncle's friend from church? He trusts the guy from church who comes to him with a plan. The bank will only give you 2%, the advisor says. I have a great opportunity, a local car wash. You'll own 50% and get 20% returns. The player signs the papers. He gives the advisor $2 million. He has no idea how to read a business plan. He just trusts the guy. This happens over and over. Often these advisors are running scams. They use new money to pay dividends to old investors. It's a classic Ponzi scheme. The player sees a little money coming back. He thinks it's working. So he gives the advisor more money. And then the breaking point arrives. Here's the single most important number in this entire story. It's not 78%, it's 3. The average career in the NFL is 3.3 years. Let's say that again. 3.3 years. These players don't sign new $100 million contracts every few years. Most of them sign one big contract. They plan their life as if that money will last forever. They live like they'll earn $10 a year for 20 years, but they only earn it for 3. Then the fall comes, a bad tackle. a blown out knee, or maybe he's just not fast enough anymore. The team drafts a younger, cheaper player. He gets a phone call. Coach wants to see you. Bring your playbook. He's cut. He's 26 years old. The money stops, but the bills are not. The $50,000 a month mortgage is still due. The $10,000 a month car leases are still due. The $100,000 a month entourage is still waiting. This is the moment of truth. The player calls his financial advisor. I need to sell that car wash. The advisor's phone goes straight to voicemail. He tries again. Voicemail. The advisor is gone. The player hires a lawyer. They find out the car wash never made a profit. The $2 million is gone. Then, the final nail. A letter arrives from the IRS. It says he owes $5 million in unpaid taxes. His advisor was handling the taxes. Except he wasn't. He wasn't paying them at all. This is the exact same trap that caught Joe Louis 70 years ago. The player is 27. He has no job, no skills outside of football, and he has millions in debt, 78%. Now it makes sense. The leagues know this is a huge problem. It's a terrible look. So they try to fix it. The NFL runs a rookie symposium. They force them to sit in a hotel ballroom for a weekend. They bring in financial experts. They bring in retired players to tell their horror stories. They tell them, don't buy 10 cars. Save your money. And it doesn't work. Why? Think about it. You're 21 years old. You're on top of the world. You feel invincible. Some 50-year-old man is telling you that you'll be broke at 27. You don't believe him. That's him. That's not you. It's optimism bias. It won't happen to me. And then there's the problem of trust. The league says, use our pre-approved advisors. They're safe. But the player sees a stranger in a suit. His friend from home, his manager, tells him, don't trust those guys. They work for the league. Trust me. I'm family. Who is he going to listen to? He listens to family. The system fails because it tries to solve a trust problem with a math lesson. This pattern is everywhere, not just in the NFL. Mike Tyson, the most feared man on the planet, he earned over $400 million. He went bankrupt. Where did it go? Mansions, jewelry, a $2 million bathtub. He bought Siberian tigers. Vince Young, an NFL quarterback, signed a $26 million guaranteed contract. He went bankrupt. He allegedly spent $5,000 a week at the Cheesecake Factory. But that's just the headline. The real story? He took out a $1.9 million loan during the NFL lockout because his advisors told him to. The interest rate was terrible. The pattern is always the same. 1. Sudden overwhelming wealth. 2. A social and family network that needs that wealth. 3. A career that ends in the blink of an eye. 4. And a complete total trust in the wrong people. It's a perfect storm. This is more than a sports story. It's a human story. It's about psychology and money. Takeaway. 1. The clock is always ticking. They assume the money will never stop. The $30 million contract is really $15 after taxes and fees. If your career is 3.3 years, you must save 90%. Takeaway. 2. Who you trust is more important than what you buy. We laugh at the cheesecake story. But the real losses come from bad investments, from the advisor who was a childhood friend. Takeaway 3. Money is psychological, not just mathematical. You can't hand a 21-year-old $30 and be rational. Sudden wealth changes your brain. It makes you a target. These players aren't dumb. They are young. So next time you see a player sign a massive contract and you think he's set for life, remember the 78%. What do you think is the single biggest reason this keeps happening? Is it the players, the advisors, the system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.